Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Zenless Zone Zero. So the game is releasing in 4 hours, and Pride when they just dropped their tier list. So this is actually pretty dope because I was going to make a video talking about the top 5-star support unit, but they literally dropped their tier list right on time. And I was going to make my video about this unit right here, Arena, but it seems like they already made their tier list and they did put her in I'm gonna say this is S tier, and then this right here is like S plus tier. So as you guys can see, Rena is literally like the top 5-star support unit. And I was going to talk about this character, but I am going to talk about her in this video. And the reason why I feel like this unit is going to be very good is because she is basically going to enable a future shock team comps. So her element is electric, and as you guys can see, she is support. But the best thing about this unit is when we come over here to her special, yeah, we come over to her core. So the additional ability Banquet of Perfection, this right here is what's going to make her very, very good. It says triggered when another character in your squad shares the same attribute or faction, increases the duration of shock inflicted on enemies by any character by 3 seconds. When shocked enemies are on the field, all squad members' electric damage increases by 15%. So this unit is basically going to enable future electric shock team comps in the future. So when you pair her with units like, let's say, you pair with electric DPS units, if we come down over here, if you pair her up with Grace, for example, Grace, she's an electric unit, and we come to her core, it says additional ability tech support depth. Upon hitting an enemy with EX special attack, the shock damage the enemy suffers increases by 25%. This effect can stack up to 2 times, and each enemy can trigger it once per 1 second, resets when the shock effect ends. So, using her with, electric characters is definitely going to be good overall. So this unit right here, Rena, if you do end up getting Rena when you're summoning for your 5-star standard character, if you get Rena, you don't want to regret it because she is really, really good. And I feel like her potential will only increase further throughout the game. Now, when we look at the S plus tier units, so we have Ellen and we also have Wolf Boy right here. So I'm planning on summoning for Ellen because I'm not gonna lie, this character looks really cool. Her gameplay looks really nice. And this guy right here, he is also a very nice unit to pick up as well. So Ellen is going to be the first 5-star limited character, and then I'm pretty sure for second phase is going to be, I forgot that character's name. If I come over here to agents, if I can actually find her, there she is, Zhu. So Zhu is going to be second phase, and her element is ether. So Ellen first phase and Zhu is going to be second phase. And as you guys can see, they did put Ellen in S plus tier. And when we look at tier 1, we have Coletta. Now, Coletta is pretty much going to be used with Ben because her entire kit revolves around her and Ben. So if we come over here to the special, like when we look at the basic attack, it literally says Coletta and Ben can team up when fighting together to launch a coordinated attack. And then when we come over to special, it says Coletta and Ben. So Coletta and Ben, you have to use both of them together in order for Coletta to pretty much do insane damage. So we already know about that. Now for this character right here, Soldier 11, she is going to be a fire DPS unit. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as like a 5-star, standard DPS character, they will get power crept eventually. I mean, it happens all the time in Hoyoverse games. Whenever we have a 5-star standard DPS character, they're gonna get power crept by limited 5-star standard characters. So depending on the difficulty of this game, if this game is actually quite difficult, then I would highly recommend you guys to focus on getting, limited characters, like investing in 5-star limited DPS characters rather than, investing in 5-star standard DPS characters. I do feel like for 5-star standard support characters, their usage will last for a pretty long time because their role is to pretty much, increase the DPS character's damage. So support characters, they will remain in the meta for a really long time. But for DPS 5-star standard characters, they pretty much have to compete with, 5-star limited characters. And most of the time, the 5-star limited characters always outperform 5-star standard characters. So I'm not surprised that, this unit is in tier 1 alongside with Nekomata. I'm not surprised at all because they are 5-star standard characters. Now, I'm actually surprised that they put Nicole in tier 2 because Nicole, I feel like Nicole is definitely going to be good for either teams, because when we look at her additional ability right here, we come over here to her core and it says additional ability, hair of many barrels. It says when any other character in your squad shares the same attribute or faction as Nicole, when Nicole's core passive mechanical case applies a debuff, the target additionally takes 25% more ether damage. So this is going to be very good for, ether teams, because the next character, Zhu, is an ether character. So I feel like Nicole is definitely going to increase uh Zhu's damage overall because of this debuff. So I'm surprised that they did put, Nicole in tier 2. Maybe they're going to increase her rank when Zhu drops. Maybe they're going to put her in tier number 5, tier 0.5. But as of right now, they put her in tier 2. And I'm going to have to disagree. I'm going to have to disagree because she literally increases the amount of damage that enemies will take from ether characters. So putting her up to at least tier 1 or tier 0.5 is fair enough. Another character we have here is Tsukaku. Now this character right here, she is a support unit. Now I haven't really checked out her kit yet, but based off of what I'm seeing so far as up to right now, when we look at her core additional ability, it says when another character in your squad shares the same attribute or faction, when Tokaku consumes Vortex to activate Fly the Fang, the ice damage of the squad is increased by 6.25%. So she's definitely going to be good for, ice teams. So that's actually not that bad. I do feel like these two characters right here definitely going to have a lot of usage in the future due to the fact that they can pretty much increase, elemental damage, and Rena is going to increase the shock duration, which is really good overall. Now, when it comes to, rerolls, if you're trying to reroll to get a specific character, I'm not going to tell you guys, you should go, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, go for this character. If you don't go for this character, then you're trash. I'm not going to do that. The game is all about having fun. But if you want to have an optimized free-to-play account, I highly advise you guys to go for these 3 characters. Go for Rena, go for Wolfboy, and Grace. I feel like these 3 characters will definitely be good in the long term. Like I said, 5-star, standard DPS characters won't remain in a meta for a long time because they will get power crept by limited 5-star characters. So only focus on getting, support sub DPS characters. I feel like those type of characters, they will remain in the meta for a pretty long time. So that's pretty much the tier list for you guys. Like I said, the only thing that I disagree with is Nicole right here. I feel like Nicole should be higher in the tier list because she can increase the amount of ether damage the enemy can receive. So that is going to be good for ether characters in the future. But the game is going to drop in 4 hours. Really excited. I will be live streaming this game, so make sure that you guys tune into the live stream. It's going to be on my main channel. The link is going to be in the comment section down below. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.